This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Hello wrestling fans, this is Mr. TV, John Atkins here, very proud and privileged to bring you an evening of world-class British wrestling action, brought to you by the top promotion in the United Kingdom today, LBN Wrestling. We have got a great night of action ahead of us, so without any further ado, let's head down to the ring and our ring announcer, Mr. Sanjay Bagger.
Are you ready for your first match? Tonight is a traditional approach. If you remember the days when British wrestling used to be on ITV, you remember great names such as Big Daddy, the legendary McManus, and so many more. So today we have several matches that will be fought in British rules. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner, but not the first match. This match will be fought 2 out of 3 falls, no rounds. So let's hit the music and bring in our first wrestler, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is semi-final number 1 of the one-night Duke of London tournament. As you can hear, that regal fanfare signifies the entrance of the one, the only Jonathan Hardwick. And here comes the man himself now. Coming out to the strains of the national anthem. One of LDN's finest stars. A former councillor. Has once again rededicated himself to his wrestling career. And I believe has recently located to the town of St Albans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick things off with a championship tournament. This is the first semi-final. Introducing first, please welcome Jonathan Hardwick.
Hello there. As some of you may know, I now reside from right here in St Albans. Amazing people here around St Albans. After all, that's the reason I moved here. Apart from the wrestling fans.
Oh, come on now.
Look how ugly you people are. I mean, look at you. I moved here because the elite people of the whole of the UK live here. And I turn up to this match and look at you, how ugly each and every one of you are. Especially you lot. You're supposed to be the future generation in the front row here.
This is too much. Someone cut that microphone, please.
Well, tonight is a 2 out of 3 falls match, and I don't need 3 falls. I'm going to beat my opponent in just 1.
Go on, wrestling. Let's hit the music for his opponent, please.
Well, I should just clarify, it's not a question of whether or not you need 2 out of 3 falls. This is a 2 out of 3 falls match. You have to beat your opponent twice. Nonetheless, this should be a great match. Here is the opponent for Jonathan Hardwick, the youngster, Andy O'Sullivan. Andy O'Sullivan has really come on leaps and bounds since making his debut for LDN earlier in the year. He is in fact one of the first graduates of the LDN Wrestling Academy. If you've ever dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler like the stars you're seeing here this evening, you're going to want to check out the LDN Wrestling Academy. Great facilities, great trainers, and your chance to become the next top superstar of professional wrestling. Andy O'Sullivan did it. His dreams are coming true each and every night as he wrestles for LDN.
Ladies and gentlemen, kick things off with our first
And to coin a phrase, it could be you.
Duke of LDN Championship Tournament. In the seat first, hailing from St Albans, this is Jonathan
Well, Jonathan Hardwick not making any friends here this evening in his newly adopted hometown.
Introducing his opponent, hailing from Middlesbrough, this is Andy O'Sullivan.
But a great response for Andy O'Sullivan in his rookie year here for LDN. Well, there's the bell. This matchup now officially underway, a best 2 out of 3 falls contest. Despite what Jonathan Hardwick said, you have to beat your opponent twice in order to win this contest. This is the first semi-final of the one-night only Duke of London tournament. 4 men are entering. We will bring you both semi-finals and the final here this evening. 4 of the top stars of LDN are competing here this evening, alongside Jonathan Hardwick and Andy O'Sullivan. We will bring you the second semi-final shortly, which will see Paul Marlin take on Toby Dynamite. All 4 top stars in the company looking to really solidify their legacy in wrestling by being crowned the Duke of London. Hardwick and O'Sullivan lock up in the middle of the ring, and Hardwick gets the better of this one, forcing O'Sullivan back into the corner. Hardwick there saying that O'Sullivan has no chance, and on paper, Hardwick certainly has to be considered the favourite. O'Sullivan only in his rookie year, giving up nearly a foot in height. And many years of experience, and there is that experience coming into play for Hardwick, but it's not just the height and experience that O'Sullivan gives up, it's that killer instinct as well. But take a look at that. O'Sullivan showing some of the great skills that he has picked up at the LDN Wrestling Academy. Textbook wrist lock there from O'Sullivan. I don't care how big or strong you are, a wrist lock is a very powerful move and can take down the strongest of opponents. Nice takedown there from Hardwick. Again, just showing that experience, that killer instinct. O'Sullivan attempting to bridge out of the manoeuvre. Hardwick 1 step ahead, as he has been throughout the contest so far. The score remaining 0-0. Let us not forget, this is a 2 out of 3 falls contest, but every other match this evening will be a rounds match. LDN Wrestling very proud of its British heritage. And you heard the ring announcer and promoter Sanjay Bagga singing the praises of the glory days of World of Sport Wrestling on ITV. LDN Wrestling, as I say, proud of that heritage and proud to continue the lineage of great technical British wrestling. And there is that killer instinct of Jonathan Hardwick. But O'Sullivan with the never say die attitude traps him with the leg grapevine. Excuse me, the leg scissors. Hardwick looking to roll out. Finds himself in a compromising position. Attempts a headstand roll through and gets it. And so far, Hardwick having his way with the young graduate of the Wrestling Academy. Applies a hammerlock. O'Sullivan builds up speed. And Hardwick takes a tumble to the outside. And I'm sure he wasn't expecting that. O'Sullivan impressing with his guts and determination. Oh, and a great big super kick there. Unbelievable. He hooks the leg. There's the cover. 1, 2, 3, and he gets it. The first fall goes to Andy O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan picks up the 1-0 lead with a super kick out of nowhere. That didn't just catch Jonathan Hardwick off guard, that caught me and the fans here in attendance at St Albans off guard as well. In what has to be considered something of an upset, the first fall going to Andy O'Sullivan. Jonathan Hardwick now, who thought he'd have...
Second session.
Jonathan, there's the bell for round 2. Jonathan Hardwick, who thought he would have an easy evening at the office today, suddenly finds his work cut out for him, now has to win 2 consecutive falls. And O'Sullivan, looking to maintain the momentum, comes out fighting, but Hardwick catches him with a big clothesline and sends him down. And that's exactly what Hardwick has to do. He has to slow down the action. He got a little bit cocky in that first fall. He let O'Sullivan get the better of him. But right now he has to chop him down to size, get him down to the mat, and use that power and strength advantage that he has. There you see a big scoop slam in the middle of the ring. Hardwick comes off the ropes, drops the leg right across the sternum. Will this be the equalising fall? He gets a 2 count only. Hardwick, you can see, looking a little bit frustrated. What's it going to take to put this youngster away? We haven't seen too much of it so far today, but Hardwick not averse to breaking the rules on occasion. But with big moves like that powerful suplex, he doesn't often need to. Great strength there from Jonathan Hardwick. Powerful delayed vertical suplex on the young O'Sullivan. Don't forget O'Sullivan with the 1-0 advantage. A big European uppercut puts him back down to the mat once again as Hardwick applies the chin lock. It's a painful submission maneuver, and Hardwick telling the referee to ask O'Sullivan if he wants to quit. Well, Hardwick just sent the referee to the corner to check on something. Hardwick complaining about a fan in the front row, I think. O'Sullivan hanging in there. He's getting a second wind. Up he gets. Big left hands to the midsection of Hardwick. Comes off the ropes, ducks a clothesline. But Hardwick catches him hard with an elbow. And despite having the 1-0 advantage, O'Sullivan seems overmatched so far in this second fall. A big backbreaker there from Hardwick. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count there. That could have been an equaliser. But don't count O'Sullivan out just yet. He's still got some fight left in him. And perhaps more importantly than that, he's got these great St Albans fans behind him as well. He's fighting back once again, back up to his feet. He's escaped the hold, comes off the ropes. This time he's at the clothesline and the elbow. And a big crossbody, hooks the leg. Here's another cover. This could be it. Oh, just a 2 count. But what a 2 count. O'Sullivan nearly pulling off a big upset there. Backslide, another cover. 1, 2, and another 2 count. Unbelievable. What heart and determination from young Andy O'Sullivan. It's a big opportunity here for him this evening. He'd love to be crowned the Duke of London. Monkey flip out of the corner. Hardwick goes flying. And O'Sullivan, he needs to follow up. He can't waste too much time showboating. He's got the fans in his side, but he needs to He needs to keep on with the momentum, but he wasted just a bit too much time. Got caught with a big boot to the face. There's a cover, and Hardwick does it. Hardwick scoring the equalising fall. And levelling the match. A big boot right in the centre of the ring. Flush to the jaw of O'Sullivan. And Jonathan Hardwick levels the score. It's now 1 fall apiece.
1 fall apiece. Ready, referee? Seconds out for the third and final session.
1 fall apiece now. And this really is anybody's contest. But Hardwick comes out fighting. Oh, a big chop in the corner. A knife edge chop. That one's echoing around St Albans. Another big knife edge chop there from Hardwick. Just blistering the young Andy O'Sullivan's chest. That one misses though. And O'Sullivan turning the tables. Some big chops of his own. Right to the sternum of Hardwick.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee gives Andy O'Sullivan his first public warning.
And a public warning for O'Sullivan for fighting in the corner and not breaking at the referee's count of 5. The young star let his emotions get the better of him. But he's got to stay in control. If he wants to stand a chance. Well, here's a cover from Hardwick. It's an arrogant cover, though. Barely a 2 count. I don't care how confident he is. You're going to have to do much more than that if you want to put Andy O'Sullivan away. O'Sullivan showing so much heart and determination in this contest. He's really surprised a lot of fans here. And now a public warning for Jonathan Hardwick, rightly so. Well, the fans getting on Hardwick's back for cheating. I was saying earlier, we haven't seen too much of his cheating ways so far. Big European uppercut. As I mentioned, Hardwick, a very skilled and talented grappler. He doesn't need to break the rules, and that's what makes it so frustrating when he does. But thus far, we've seen a relatively clean contest between these two fantastic British wrestlers. Uh-oh, Hardwick telegraphed that one, gets caught with a double leg Nelson. Their shoulders are hooked. Hardwick reverses, the shoulders are down now. Another 2 count. Now Hardwick's are down. 1, 2. And Hardwick rolls out. Hardwick with the cover. 1, 2. A reversal. The action is hard to call. But O'Sullivan's shoulders down. And a 2 count. Now Hardwick's down. And oh my goodness. What a flurry of excitement there. This matchup back and forth really could have gone either way. Big drop kick from O'Sullivan. Not a huge amount of force behind it. Hardwick back up to his feet. He's shaken but not stirred. That one sent him down though. That one sent him down hard. And now O'Sullivan rallying. A big standing moonsault. Unbelievable. The legs hooked and just a 2 count. How did Hardwick kick out of that one? What athleticism from Andy O'Sullivan. He pulled that big move out of the bag when it counted. He knows he's got to have to do something very special indeed to pick up the win here. He scored the first fall in something of an upset. Hardwick's equalised, but now O'Sullivan going to that top rope. But he's taking a long time about it. Hardwick down on the mat. O'Sullivan up top. What's he got in mind? He's listening for the fans. Big frog splash, but he took too long. Hardwick out of the way. Rolls up O'Sullivan. The shoulders are down. The legs are hooked. 1, 2, 3, and he gets him. Jonathan Hardwick wins the first semi-final of the one-night Duke of London tournament. We will see Jonathan Hardwick later in the evening in the tournament final. He defeated the young Andy O'Sullivan. But what a display from Andy O'Sullivan. No one expected O'Sullivan to do as well as he did here this evening. He goes into this tournament, I should say he came into this tournament as the ranked outsider. He's still only in his rookie year, but what a performance. He picked up the first fall He very nearly scored the second, and he gave it everything he had in the third. But unfortunately for O'Sullivan, it just was not meant to be. But what a bright future he's got ahead of him. Nonetheless, your winner, 2 falls to 1, and going through to the final, Jonathan Hardwick.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your loser of the contest, Andy O'Sullivan. Once again, Andy O'Sullivan.